In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to build an SMS AI chatbot using only Twilio and Make.com. So depending on how much volume you're sending out, this whole system could cost you less than $5 a month. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. The first step of this entire process is going to be going to Twilio and setting up your account. You're going to have to buy a number. I believe they're like $1, maybe $2 a month, but you'll have to buy a number and then you'll have to create a campaign and get approved just for laws and regulations around sending out mass messages. So that'll take probably like 2 weeks for you to get approved. And that's just going to be for you to be able to send outbound messages. You can still set this system up without being approved for the campaign yet. But after you make your account, whether you're approved or not, you can go ahead and set it up. You're just going to click on active numbers, and then you're going to click on the number that you bought, and it's going to take you to a screen like this with messaging configuration. There's a phone configuration above this one. So if you had a voice agent, that's how you set that up. For this particular use case, we're making an SMS bot, so we're just worried about messaging. So you're going to go down to this when the message comes in and URL, and this is where we're going to post our make.com URL. I already have one, so we'll see if I can just access that from Make or if I need to make a new one. Okay, so it's not showing up in the list. So I'll go ahead and make one, show you guys how it works. Oops. Add, going to add Twilio Webhook. Just go ahead and put the date. Then we're going to copy this and paste it in this URL. And then save the configuration. Okay, so we saved it and we're good to go as far as this is concerned. Going to really quickly test this out. You can do the same. If you have it set up, just text the number that you've registered with Twilio and see if it works. Okay. So it did work. It's been successfully determined. Now, one thing you probably noticed if you just tried it just now, you got a text back that said accepted. So that's just, it does that by default, just the way it handles this particular webhook automatically. So if we don't want to send an accepted text back anytime anybody texts that number, then you're going to create a webhook response and the status is going to be 204. The body is going to be blank. So now if we save that and we run it again, and then we text again, then this time we don't get an accepted back. So now we have the webhook, we have the response. So we can go ahead and start building out our chatbot. And basically, in order to create any chatbot on a basic level, you need a knowledge base, you need a conversation history, and you basically need AI to use the knowledge base and conversation history to create responses that make sense. So that is what we're going to be accomplishing. So we're going to go to Twilio and get a list of messages. And this is going to be our response history. So I'll go ahead and, so we have this phone number, we have our from phone number, and then limit, we'll just say 10. And this is going to get the last 10 messages between the sender and our chatbot, just to give it that context in case some of the previous messages are still applicable with the current message that it's receiving. Now, when we get these messages, it's going to give us a whole bunch of information, like a whole bunch of fields, like account ID, the API version, the price of the message. We don't need any of these, or the majority of them. So we're going to create an array aggregator, and this is basically going to create an array with just the fields that we want. So an array of text messages with the fields that we care about. So date sent, this gives us context, this gives us the time. Body, this is the actual message. And then direction, did we send it or was the message sent to us? These are the only 3 things we need. So we're going to gather all the text, and we're going to gather those three fields in particular, so that we have a conversation history. And then we're assembling that into an array, but we're going to be using ChatGPT later, and we can't just pass a make.com array into ChatGPT. So we need to turn this array into a JSON. I'm not sure if I clicked the right thing. Let's see. Create JSON. So yeah, we're going to create JSON. My bad. Not create JSON. We are going to transform to JSON. And then we're going to put this array in here. And boom. So this is this is just getting our conversation history in a way that we can pass it to ChatGPT. Next, we're going to get our knowledge base. So for knowledge base, I'm going to go to Google Docs and get content of a document. You just put the knowledge for whatever business you were trying to make the chatbot for. You just upload all the information to a Google Doc, and basically do this process to get the contents of that Google Doc. So for this particular chatbot example, I just pulled some information from this business-to-business coaching platform or program called Client Ascension, because that was just on the top of my mind. So that's basically what this particular bot, that's what the example is going to be. It's just going to be giving prospects information on the business-to-business coaching program, what's included, what's guaranteed, stuff like that. But obviously, you just upload a knowledge base on whatever you were trying to set up for. So after we've set up the knowledge base, we are going to set up ChatGPT. I'm not sure why it's all in the corner of the screen. Let me try to go over so that you guys could see better. Okay, so now we have ChatGPT, and we're basically going to use this to tie everything together. For the model, I'll go with GPT-4o Mini. And the message, I've already come up with the prompt, but the prompt is very important to make sure that you get the right, you get the messaging right. But my prompt goes something like this. You are a sales rep for a company called Client Ascension that offers, I don't know why it's 3 F's in this, offers coaching and consulting for B2B online businesses, you'll be given a message from the prospect, conversation history with the prospect, and a knowledge base about the company. And your job is to create a reply to the message using the knowledge base and conversation history if applicable. Remember, you're replying directly to the prospect in text message format. Keep the responses short to medium length and use a plain casual tone. So, pretty simple prompt, nothing too long. And then for the actual contents of the message, we are going to say, here is the message. And then our message is going to be, where is it? It's going to be our body from the webhook. We're going to say, here is the conversation history. Conversation history is going to be this JSON string. And then we're going to say, here is the knowledge base. And our knowledge base is the text content that we just got from this Google Docs form. And that's basically all ChatGPT needs to basically keep up with this conversation. So now we've gotten the conversation history, we've gotten our knowledge base, we've formulated a response. The only thing left is to send that response. So go to Twilio. You're going to go to Twilio and click. You guys still can't. Okay. So we're going to go to Twilio. We're going to click on create a message. From phone number, you're going to select your phone number. And then the to phone number is going to be your from phone number. Message body, create a body, and the message body is what our ChatGPT message. So just drag the result in there and boom. So this is, you guys can't see the full thing. Oh, that is full thing. Okay. So this is an AI chatbot with just Twilio and make.com. So let me go ahead and test it. I'm going to turn on my screen recording and then I'm going to show that. So you guys should be able to see what's going on. Okay, so I'm screen recording. I'm going to test this bot live and show you guys what it gives us. So let's just say I've been stuck at 5K a month for 5 months. How, what does it say? How do I get past this? Then it's taking a minute, mainly for the ChatGPT response. Let's say, totally get the feeling of being stuck at 5K, can be frustrated. To help you break through this barrier, our program offers personalized coaching calls and a roadmap to tailor to your business needs. We also proven outreach strategies and a fantastic community of business owners, plus done for you code email scripts and a lead list. Okay. Let's just say, what type of outreach strategies, to be specific? Okay, so it's talking about the cold emails. list of leads, and basically just building systems. Lastly, I'll do a quick question just to check that it's really using the database. So I'll just say, who is the onboarding call with? Because in the database it talks about an onboarding call with Daniel. So we'll just say, who is the onboarding call with? And it should say Daniel, but we'll see. Okay. So as you guys can see, it's a pretty simple bot. We're not handling certain cases. We don't have flows for particular things. There's no the bot doesn't really have any goals as far as getting a prospect to book a meeting or a call or anything like that. But you guys can see basically how this would work and how you would build onto that. But it all starts with having a message history, a knowledge base, and basically just integrating this into ChatGPT in order to get responses and handle responses out. If you would like a more detailed, more nuanced bot for your particular business, then book a call with us below to see if we can implement that for you, and subscribe for similar content in the AI automation space.